Sorry, I just really wanted a good YouTuber intro.
Lil fag just fucked your dad. Lil fag just fucked your dad.
Good morning, afternoon-ish thing. It's dark outside. It is January 1st, 2018. Last night, I headlined a show at the Fonda, which is one of the biggest venues in LA. And they had like Lil Fag up on the marquee and shit, and it was really cool. But that's why I'm waking up so late today. I was gonna do like a really funny video for this and like have like Christine do like a whole like crying intro and shit and like talk about like me cheating on her, like just the Maury thing. And then kind of just go into like an explanation of why we're doing this. But like, I'd rather tell the story of Elijah and Christine and like what happened and how we got to where we are. Because we've only been on YouTube for a year and we've never really told the story about like how we got started and like, how we met and everything. And I feel like telling the story of Elijah and Christine will like explain more of why we're doing this and like what's happening, because like everyone is freaking out. I'd rather just explain like where we are now and how we got started and like how we want to like further it, but like right now we just feel restricted. Basically, Christine and I met in like 2014 or something. I was living in Cleveland, Ohio. She was living in Chicago. We had met online. I was doing my own internet comedy shit. She was on like Vine at the time. We started talking like through Twitter DMs and shit, and we became like really good friends because we hated all the same people and like we have a very similar sense of humor. She told me to come to Chicago for Market Days, which is like a music festival-y thing. It had Salt and Peppa and like Aaron Carter. It was a really funny lineup, and I was like, of course. So me and Nick and all my friends went to Chicago for Market Days, and we ended up meeting Christine, saw Salt and Pepper. We did a bunch of crazy shit. It was a really fun weekend. We're singing back to my Airbnb, and I was like, let's make like a YouTube video. Like at the time, like I had just started YouTube a little bit. She had just started YouTube a little bit. So like we were like, let's just like do some videos. We're really funny together. Like we had a really good time. Let's do some videos. So we shot like 2 or 4 videos. I can't remember. And they were just us like drunk, like being stupid as fuck. And we were having so much fun doing it. I went back to Cleveland. We kept like in touch and became like really good friends like the time that I was in Chicago. And so a few days later, our videos did really, really well and people really liked them. And we were like, hey, we should film more. And so she came from Chicago to Cleveland and she stayed with me for a couple days and we filmed more videos and we filmed like some of her solo videos and like some of my solo videos. From then on, like we just kept hanging out. Like we were just having so much fun doing stupid shit. Like she would come to Cleveland for a couple days and then leave, or she would come for a week or two and then leave and go back and forth. She was still in college, and this was like right around the time that I was getting ready to move to LA. So I moved to LA. I was working on a bunch of stuff. She would like come and visit, and like she did like her first LA vlog, and like we were just doing like random stupid shit like here and there, like back and forth, whatever. So she came to LA, and we were in kind of like a creative funk where like we didn't have an outlet, but we had things that we were doing and things that we wanted to do. We both really wanted to write shows. Christine wanted to do like stand-up type stuff and like actress type stuff, but we didn't have the like outlet for it. So in January of like 2015, I did the Donald Trump book, and it like blew up, and I got hundreds of thousands of followers from it. It got a ton of press. It was a really big thing for a while. So based off of that, I was able to sell like a TV show idea to a production company. And while I was in LA, Christine's grandpa lived in Arizona. So she would go and stay with him and then come and visit me and stay with me for like a couple weeks at a time. And then like we would like do stupid shit and we would like write a bunch of stuff. Like we would come up with a bunch of ideas and like whatever. And then she would go back to Arizona, and then I would do shit, and then she would come back and come visit. During that time of like her coming and going, I wrote the Gay Donald Trump book. That it went #1. It was huge. It was a big thing. I got a ton of press from it. So I used that press, and I sold a show to a production company called Elijah Daniels Insane, and it was like a bio documentary comedy thing. Me doing like stupid reckless shit that was really funny and like trying new things and like getting myself out of my comfort zone. Scene was like just getting ready to move to LA. I was like, hey, I think we should work on show ideas. I'm really good at writing. You're really great with comedy shit. Like, you're hilarious. We should make a show together. So we wrote a show and we sold it to a production company, and it was really exciting and we had a lot of fun. Then the show didn't get greenlit. And if you don't know how shows work, like they can get picked up by production companies and get picked up by networks. Still doesn't mean it's ever gonna air. And we were kind of in like a creative funk, and we wanted to do shit, but still like didn't have outlets. Tom came and stayed with me and Nick for a bit, like before like all the vlogging shit. We all went to VidCon together and we had like such a fucking good time. And like it got us more motivated to make YouTube videos. Right after that, she started like making more main channel videos. Sit down videos have never really been like my like forte. I don't really like doing them. I think like it's just awkward to stand there and like talk to a camera about like fucking Orbeez for 10 minutes. Like that's just not like my thing. But she was doing really well with like rant style videos, and she was sitting in her car just like talking and yelling about stuff. It was really funny. A lot of our friends had just started vlogging at the time, like David and like Zane and everybody. We went on a boat for Aaron's birthday, and like Zane was vlogging at the time. Zane had already been vlogging for a bit, but this was like the first time we were really like around vloggers and like people in that. And we always thought it was like annoying, like people just constantly filming everything. But we had such a good time on the boat, and we saw like the way that they were doing vlogging, and like there was ways of doing it that we could be having fun and doing what we want, but still doing that format, but like in our own way. So I was like, yo, we should start vlogging. So Christine was just like, okay, let's vlog. Like I will totally vlog if you do all the work. And I was like, okay, absolutely. Like, I'll do all the filming and editing as long as like we both come up with the ideas and shit together. We decided that we were gonna like try vlogging. So we like made up a list of things for the vlog that we were gonna do, and then how we were gonna make them funny. And the first thing on the list was that we were going to go to brunch. We went to a brunch place down the street from my apartment at the time. And we sat down and we were like having brunch. And that's like the first vlog that ever happened. It was like she interviewed Steve Jobs, like it was her literal first vlog. And then as brunch progressed, like Christine just kept doing like crazier and crazier shit. And it was really funny. We ended up just getting really drunk and fucked up and like just took it to the extreme and like became this character of like just trashy, like this just drunk wild, and she was insane, and she was like throwing newspapers, and she was looked crazy in the elevator, and it was really, really funny, and it's one of my favorite vlogs we've ever made. And after we edited it, we were like, fuck, this is really funny, like we should keep this up. So we ended up putting it on her channel. We were like, let's just do this and see what happens. So we kept coming up with ideas, and crazy shit just kept happening. After like 2 weeks of vlogging, because we were doing one vlog a week at the time, we decided to like make her channel Elijah and Christine, and we just like kept up the vlogs. Like we just continued to go with them, and we made a shit ton of vlogs. And after that, we decided we were gonna do 2 weeks. And we just started doing crazy shit and making really weird videos, and we loved doing it. It was so much fun. The channel was growing really, really fast. So we started as like a character. It was like a joke. We were kind of like making fun of other vloggers and like the way people portray themselves. Like it was kind of like a character and a joke. After like a month of that, we decided that if we hit a certain number by a certain date, we were going to start doing daily vlogs. Since like our main channel was mostly characters and stuff, we wanted to do like a side channel that was actual daily vlogs of like our actual real lives, like what we did in like every single day, what we did. And it was going to be a 7-minute long video every day. Like us waking up till like 5 p.m. or whatever, I would film, and then we would edit and post. And like we just wanted to show our actual day-to-day, because so many people could only see us through our main channel, which was like us being insane and like our characters and shit. We hit way past the number that we said that we would do daily vlogs. So on January 1st of 2017, exactly 1 year ago, Tom had just come into town. So it was perfect timing because it was a great character in the vlogs. And we just started like cranking out daily vlogs. Like we would just do the dumbest shit and then like use the behind the scenes from our main channel vlogs, and just like anything that wasn't put into a main channel vlog was put into a side channel. And our side channel that we were uploading on daily started doing like as well, and for sometimes it was doing better than our main channel. We started putting more effort into this channel than we did our main channel, because these videos were just easier for us to do. There were less production and less editing and less like writing and shit. These were just like us being ourselves. And then like Tom left, and we just continued daily vlogging for a while, but it just got to the point where like there's so much effort that goes into filming and editing and posting and coming up with ideas for these vlogs, and you really don't realize it until you're doing it every single day. And then the ad thing happened. All of our videos ended up getting demonetized or age restricted, and they cut our YouTube earnings like in half, and it really made us unmotivated to like make stuff for YouTube, because we aren't able to actually put our lives out there. Like we had to, because we were having to like restrict ourselves in what we were posting and what we wanted to make, because we couldn't, because we weren't getting paid for it. And like, this is how we make our money. And we never really made videos for money. Like we made them for fun, but like also it's our job. So like getting your salary cut in half makes you not want to do your job. We still continue to do them, and we were posting them like here and there, like we were on and off. And then we kind of just came back to YouTube with like vlogs that were just not us. And it was like, we were just making shit because we wanted to, because we had brand deals due that we wanted to post, but we didn't want to have it be ad after ad after ad. So we would just make vlogs. And like, you guys can tell like the quality of vlogs now versus the quality back then is like, we didn't want to make that. We just not want to make vlogs. So we started like exploring other stuff. We started working on other projects. We created a show that ended up getting greenlit, and we filmed a pilot for it. It got canceled. Thanks full screen for fucking firing our favorite staff. Woo! Put a lot of work into the show, and I became the mayor thing, and like that, like the mayor thing was really big for me, and like it was fucking all over. It got a ton of press. Like it was huge. And right after the mayor thing happened, literally the day after, was Playlist Live, and we realized that like a lot of our friends who are like making videos are not doing what they want to do. Like everybody who's on YouTube right now is just not happy. Like they're having to make shit that they don't want to make. To see so many people doing something that they don't want to do just because that's their income was unmotivating, but it was also really motivating to look outside of that and to create paths in another way and make the comedy that we want to make without having to restrict ourselves, because if we're restricting ourselves, we're really not doing what we want to do. So we tried back over the summer a little bit of vlogging, and it was just content that we didn't want to make. And like you guys can tell the quality difference. Like we didn't want to make it. It's not what we wanted to do. That's not us. They weren't Elijah and Christine vlogs. They were just vlogs for us to post shit, and we didn't want to make those. I went to a bad like depression spiral shit for like 2 months. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, because I like making funny videos. I like vlogging. It's a challenge. It's something that keeps me creative, and it's something that keeps me working, and it makes me do things. But at the same time, if I'm not able to make what I want to make and still be able to have a living, then there's no point to it. So I started pursuing other opportunities outside of YouTube. And that's kind of the kickoff of that, was kind of like the mayor thing. So I started just doing what I wanted to do. I did the gay Bible thing, and that like popped off. That was massive. And it was really fucking fun. And that got me a book deal. So I've been working on a book, and then we got a coloring book. So we started working on the coloring book really hard. And we got a TV show that we were working on, and we were filming a pilot, and we had to write it and come up with all these ideas. And like we were working so much outside of YouTube that we didn't want to put energy into YouTube. Not making content for YouTube, but making the shit that we want to make has been more motivating. And like Christine wants to pursue other things too. She's been working on the docuseries, and she's working on a book. She did the short film Eat, Pray, Love with Colin and Julian, and like just all this stuff. And I'm like very proud of her. So I'm pursuing all of these things outside of YouTube, but like Christine also wants to pursue things outside of YouTube, but she also wants to pursue things within YouTube. So Christine decided that she wanted to start kind of like a side like gaming channel that would be like her gaming and like reacting and like her old rant videos and stuff like that. And we were going to go back to the original timeline of like our main YouTube channel, even though we really didn't want to, because we've gotten so big that we felt like the marriage thing like had to happen, and we had to like relaunch the main channel and like get back into it, because it is such a big part of our career, and we know we have so many YouTube fans. So our original plan was that we were going to launch our coloring book, what we had just finished, and then start of the new year, we were going to launch with new vlogs that were our like skitty ones with the characters, and like us planning our wedding, and we were gonna get a wedding planner and getting ready for our wedding, and like it ended up being like a businessy thing where it's like we were getting sponsors for the wedding. People were paying for shit, which means they kind of have control over what we post, and it just like felt too forced. Like it's not what we wanted to do. We made our vlog last week called Our Big Announcement, which was us announcing the coloring book. And the joke of the vlog, because that was our skit channel, kind of off of the Maury thing, where like I was off partying with Tana and Christine was at home with the coloring book. I feel like since we haven't been daily vlogging, we've gotten so out of touch with the fans, because you guys had such an inside look at our lives for so long, that so much has changed in the past 6 months, just like they had changed from last November to like the springtime when we were daily vlogging. Like you can see the change in us throughout that time. You guys didn't get to see the change that we were like going through. Since we neglected our main channel so much, people forgot kind of that our main channel was characters, and the video was not taken well. A lot of people were not happy with it. They made a lot of interesting comments, and we realized that like maybe people weren't getting the joke because we were forcing the joke so hard, because like that's not the kind of content we want to make anymore. We don't want to make the vlogs where we're throwing up on the sidewalk. Like that's not what we want to do. And going back to that original formula, like just doesn't work for us. Like we changed, we've grown. We're not like we're still wild, but we're not like crazy kids throwing up on the side of buildings and peeing our pants and shit anymore. Like we're growing and we're changing and we're doing new things, and forcing the old style on the channel just doesn't work. But I do like vlogging. I like being able to show a behind the scenes look at my life and being able to entertain people. And on top of that, it gives me something to do. It challenges me creatively to keep doing something. And it made us realize that like we need to be doing what we want to do, not what we think we need to do. Because that's always been our brand, is do what we want, like be who we want, like blah, 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 like whatever the fuck you want to say. But it's like we do what the fuck we want. And like if you don't like it, it doesn't matter. And us forcing us to stay in a format and like the characters that we've outgrown is us doing the opposite of that. It's not what we want to do. It's us going against like our entire brand that we've built, and like telling our fans like the entire time, like be yourself, do you, like blah, 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 whatever. But like at the same time, we're forcing ourselves to make shitty content that we don't want to make. And I've always had like a background in like music-y type shit. So like I've been like focusing on music the past couple months. Christine's been focusing on her book, and I've been working on like shows and shit. And my like book, and it's been a lot. So we want to go into the new year doing what we want to do. Christine really enjoys like the sit down, like ranty type stuff, and they're so funny and people love them. Having 2 vlog channels doesn't really make sense. And us starting a new channel for that is going against our brand of doing what we want. I want to continue vlogging. I want to keep doing it because it challenges me creatively, and it makes me come up with new ideas, and makes me more comfortable like with myself and being on camera and like whatever. And I get to show you guys like an exclusive like behind the scenes type shit of like the stupid shit that I do. I really enjoy it. Having to vlog shit that we don't want to vlog just because we have to put up a certain amount of content a day is putting a strain on our friendship, and I don't want that. And I want like to go into the new year doing what we want to do, because that's what we're about. Like that's our shit. Like do what the fuck you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you differently. And so that's what we're doing. And so we decided that like the best thing to do, one, for our friendship, so that we can grow as friends and like not have that strain on us. So we decided that the logical thing to do would be just to split the channels and her to keep doing like the shit that she wants to do on the main channel, that the rant videos and the shit that's so funny that she was doing before. And I wanted to keep doing like vlog type stuff where I'm just hanging out with Patty and Gucci and Sam, and like we're all just chilling. But I think starting off the new year, vlogging, like doing videos that I really want to do, and like showing you guys the behind the scenes of me doing the things that I really want to do is really fun. The past few months I've just been like happier than I've ever been. Like I'm really motivated and happy and excited to do things and to make stuff. And I feel like I've finally like gotten to a place where like I'm not in a hole of depression. I'm doing things that I want to do. I'm making things that I want to make. And I want to keep showcasing that. So I'm going to keep vlogging on this channel. Every other day, there will be a new vlog. Christine's obviously still going to be in them. It's just going to be the normal shit, just happier, and like not having the strain of having a main channel where we have to do these characters. And I want Christine to succeed. Love her to death. I think she's one of the funniest people on this planet. And her being able to make the videos that she wants to make instead of being forced to be in this like vlog character is so good for her. And honestly, since we decided this week, we've both been so much happier and we felt so much more comfortable that we can like make the content that we want to make. So that's that. We're doing what the fuck we want to do. I'm so sorry. I love Christine with my entire heart. I know this is gonna hurt a lot of people. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset and a lot of people are gonna be mad. And this is change, but change can be good. And I really want to go into 2018 being as positive as we can, and with helping each other as much as we can, and being as creative as we can, and doing as much as we can. And we feel like this is the way that we can do it. I'm very sorry if you guys don't like it, but our entire brand is do what makes you happy and make what you want to make. And that's what we're doing. And we're both really excited. We're not fighting. I love Christine with my entire fucking heart, and I would do anything for her. And I want her to succeed. And I want her channel to fucking blow up, and I want it to be fucking bigger than it ever has been. And I want to continue vlogging and being happy and doing my shit. And like, that's what we're doing. This isn't like the end of Elijah and Christine. We were doing shit together before our YouTube channels were combined, and we're gonna continue doing shit together afterwards. We have more coloring books coming out. We have a show that we're working on together. We have so much fucking shit that we're doing, and we're really excited, and we hope you guys are too. And I know you're gonna be real hurt by this, but we really love you guys, and we mean it. Your parents aren't divorcing. We're just changing channel names. That's literally it. 2018 is gonna be fucking fantastic, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we hope you're excited for all the shit that we're doing this year.
Little fag just fucked your dad. Little fag just fucked your dad. I got all you bitches mad, cause little fag just fucked your dad.